Hello and welcome to anyone and everyone who's decided to watch this video, and Blokees. Talking about Blokees again. Specifically, the Rise of the Beast, Classic Class Blokees, and the final two. For now, maybe they'll do more, but there's only been 8. And these are obviously the same mold, Optimus Prime and Nemesis Prime. The ones I have decided to save for last, and maybe the best ones of them all. So this one might be a little quick as well because they're the same toy. So we'll put Nemesis in the corner here, and we'll take a look at good old Optimus himself and just admiring how great he looks here. I have stated how much I love this Optimus design because it takes the Bumblebee movie design and throws it away, and it still is a bit too G1 nostalgia-y for me, but, you know, it's not ugly like the Bumblebee movie design was, and I really, really do appreciate this Prime design. And yeah, he's like all Blokees, he's just a really well-articulated action figure, and he's got the reds and blues of Prime, and they're a lot brighter on this than in the other various Prime toys we got for Rise of the Beasts, and I like that. I like some brighter blues, especially on my Optimus. And yeah, I think it looks really good. He's got the yellow there on his crotch. He's got the sculpting in his chest. You can open his windows, and you can see his spark chamber, kind of, and this window likes to sit off a little bit for me, and the actual window pieces are tinted blue, but it's kind of hard to see that when they're up against his chest. His legs, they're very, very well detailed and nice color separation here. Good ankle joint. I love the tire details. Another thing you'll probably notice, as vibrant as the blues and reds are on him and they draw your eye, there's actually very little blue and red pieces on him. He is a primarily gray figure, and I was really shocked by that. I was shocked to see how much of him is gray because the red and blue is really what you focus on. And yeah, he's just a nice action-y Optimus. He can just do any kind of action poses, and I really like him. He's a nice little cute posable Optimus, and he's good looking. I do wish he came with a revealed face like Primal did, since we actually saw Optimus's face in the movie, but he doesn't. It's only a faceplate, whatever. He only has one accessory, and that is this, his cannon, and that can be done by just taking off the arm and plugging the ball joint in here, and I love how powerful this thing looks. And on the box, they kind of showed this lighting up with an extra LED. Nah, that was just Photoshop. It doesn't. I would have liked some little orangey red glow in there, but nope, it's just a big solid piece, but that's fine. I do like this crazy cannon, this Mega Man cannon with a bayonet on it. I think it's a fun design for a movie Prime gun, and I do like getting him in some blasting poses with it. And his light feels very subtle compared to the other classic classes. Like, it's a lot harder to tell when it's on, I feel. There is a little bit of it that shines down here in the spark chamber. It just went off. Yeah, part of it does shine in here, and that kind of bleeds through the windows, and that's the easiest tell, because depending on where you are and where the lighting is for his head, it will be harder to tell. But yeah, and if you got a really dark room, then it'll bleed through that. There's a bit of a gap. It's not focusing. There's a bit of a gap between his faceplate and his helmet, so sometimes the light could bleed through there and make him look like he's crying or something. But, you know, he's just very fun. He's a very eye-catching Optimus figure. And all these Blokees are just really good action figures, and He's got all the detail, and there's no Transformer more iconic than this guy. So, yeah, he's just really, really well done, and we'll bring in Studio Series just to show the comparisons between them. And leaner, he's a lot leaner with his body proportions and his thighs because he doesn't have to become a truck. So it's a little bit more like in the movie. His smokestacks are smaller, whereas this one's are gigantic. His head, he's got a bigger head because he's been chibified. You can see his feet are painted. Studio Series. Well, actually, they're not painted. They're just separate pieces. He's got more color separation in his legs. And the backs, how these turned out. This one just not having to become part of a truck at all, whereas this is like his grill. You know, both, he dropped his sword, both really cool depictions of this Optimus. I love this toy. I think this is a really good Prime toy, but I also think this is a really good Prime toy, and yeah. So, we'll just put that one to the side, and seeing stuff. We'll talk about that later. We gotta talk about this guy right here, Nemesis Prime. My first ever Nemesis Prime toy. Because I'll be honest, I don't like this character. I don't think he's that cool. I think he was like originally cool when he first showed up in Armada, but overall, I feel like he's been pretty lame as a character in overall fiction. Scourge here, definitely the better evil counterpart to Optimus, in my opinion. But I decided to get the Blokees Nemesis, and I'm actually pretty happy. And, well, honestly, I was going to talk about how this Blokees are so good, they got me to finally buy a Nemesis Prime, and that's technically true. But I also had store credit at the time, so I got them for free. But even still, he's holding this, which is something I haven't mentioned before with any of these, is that all of the Transformers sets, the sprue that has like the joints for their elbows and knees, come with this weird popsicle thing that's got a Decepticon logo on one side and Autobot logo on the other. Don't know why, but that's something they have. And before we take a look at Nemesis, we've got to talk about his base and how it is different from the standard base for these classic classes. And I really hope this is what it is going to be like on them in the future. And yeah, this is actually the original Chinese version, not the international one, as you can see by the Blokees logo not being in English down here. But as you can see, his is more like a tech detail floor of like a ship or something without any of the sticker detailing that this one has. And most importantly, that means none of the holes are being blocked. So I can take these purple flame effects and I can put them wherever I want. I can put them here if I want. I don't know why I'd do that. I could put it all off to one side, so that way if I want Nemesis displayed this way on the stand, all the fire is behind him. And yeah, just a way better stand in every way, and I hope this is just the future for Transformers Blokees stands to stand on. Now let's get to Nemesis himself, and he is looking very, very striking in his bright black. He's got the purple Decepticon logos on his shoulders, and he's got a crack in one of his windows, because I guess he's got some shattered glass envy, and his lights are already on, and he too has the little glow in his chest, because, I mean, it's the same exact mold, but he's got the red eyes with red tears in the gap between the faceplate and the head. And yeah, he's the same figure, just all the red and blue is now black. And he's got teal on his undies instead of the yellow. And you know, he's not bad looking. Like if I had to have a Nemesis Prime, I am glad this is my first one. And yeah, I do really like him because I really like the Optimus. That said, There is one big flaw with my Nemesis, and it's gotta just be mine, which is this fist comes off, like, very easy. Like, it does not snap on at all. Like, you can... There's, like, no sound of it. Well, there's kind of a little click, but look at that. It's just so easy to pop it off. Like, there must be, like, some excess plastic inside here somewhere that's keeping it shut. Like, this must not have just been cut out properly, because it does not. It can just come off at a whim, which is bad, because part of the reason I wanted this Nemesis is because, along with being a black repaint of Optimus and another bad guy to help Scourge even the odds with the Autobots and Maximals, is he's kind of an accessory pack for the other characters. If you didn't know that, he comes with a bunch of extra stuff that Primey doesn't. And first one being the MacGuffin of the movie, the transwarp drive, which I have Primal modeling off here, and there's a big peg coming out of it so it can be held in whatever character's hand. I thought it would be split in two, but no, it's just the one completed version, which is fine. You can have whatever character using this if you want any character using it, or you can just have it off in a parts bag. But yeah, there's the giant peg, and yeah, it is cool to include it. I thought one of the versions of Primal was going to come with this, but no, Nemesis had it, and yeah, and that's about that. And he too also comes with the same big old cannon as Prime does, just black piece instead of red piece, because of course, and it's got a bayonet as well, so they can do some stabby shoots. And yeah, but the cool things he comes with is he comes with the axe that Optimus had in the movie, and it looks very nice. It looks very good. It does have those circles on this side as part of the molding, I guess, and you can give this to Nemesis so he can be like, rah, rah, I am going to cut you up, or be like, greetings, fellow Decepticons, I am going to go do some lumberjacking, do. Or you can take it out there and, of course, give it to our boy Optimus here, and he can be like, hello, my fellow Autobots, I'm going to go do some lumberjacking, do. And yeah, but what he also comes with, which was the thing I was the most interested in, is he comes with the swords. The swords that movie Optimus always has, and he comes with two of them. Movie Studio Series over here only had the one, so I like that our Blokees Primes can do the dual blading. And it's a very interesting system how they made it work, because it's got this little dumbbell nail-looking piece, and you just slide this into the hand, make sure it's not in all the way, and you just clip the sword on over that. And yeah, it's interesting. It's kind of a weird idea, but it looks good, like it works. I actually really like it, and I appreciate that they came up with something different for how to integrate swords onto these figures. And you can have other characters hold these, like Mirage or Bumblebee, but it's not gonna wrap around their hand as tight as you can see here, like how it does not like roll forward like it can, but you have to make it like, see, but like when you just have it there, it's kind of held in place because it's perfectly flush with the hand. So it works really well. And this is the problem with that ball joint, because being so soft on his hand, because yeah, as you can see, it comes off so easily when I want him to get into crazy sword poses, which is what I want this Nemesis to be doing. I really want Optimus to be here with the cannon and the axe shooting and blasting, and Nemesis just being like, chopping up everything. And I mean, I could swap his hand out with Optimus's and have Optimus use the cannon on his right hand, but I don't want to do that. I want, well, first, because like one, I don't want to swap hands between the characters. I don't know why, because it is the hand. Like just let me prove it for a second by actually putting Optimus's hand on him. See, it's fine. It's nothing wrong with his arm. It's his hand. I don't want to do that mainly because I like displaying Optimus left-handed with his guns. I don't know why. That's just a me thing. And if I gave his right hand to Nemesis so he can do his dual swording, I'd have to put the cannon on the right hand for Optimus. So that would ruin it, because I make every Optimus hold the gun left-handed, except for the ones where the left hand is physically incapable of holding the gun. And also, he used his gun on his left hand in the movie, so this is movie accurate. So honestly, I'm more likely to just have Nemesis have one blade and also have his cannon hand, because this one just does not stay. It just does not stay, and I really wish it did. Oh, how I wish I did. Wish it did. Although now that I'm thinking about it, I guess, well, this would still be giving him Optimus's hand, but I guess I could like plug this in upside down and it wouldn't really be noticeable. But yeah, whatever. And, you know, let's take a look at how far we have gone with our Rise of the Beast Blokees here by putting them together with everyone we have gotten here. We got Primal sitting here in the corner. We got Scourge. We'll put Scourge here with Nemesis since they are both the bad dudes. And Gorilla Primal here in the back because he's so much bigger than everybody. And we'll get in B and Mirage. B's gonna sit with the bad guys because he's not a good toy, unlike the other 7 who are amazing. And we'll put RC here and have a nice little group shot of the Rise of the Beast Blokees. Very, very cool lineup here. Very nice toys, except for this one. Ignore this one. He's not that great. But the other 7, wonderful. I'm really glad I finally dipped into the Blokees well, like so many other Transformers fans have. And I am satisfied with what they have done for Rise of the Beasts. I'm curious to see if they'll do more from this movie or just move on to the 07 movie, because, I mean, they already have Optimus and Megatron. But, yeah, I like what we've gotten. I'm very excited to see what we get in the future. But before I sign off, there is one more thing I have to show, which is... Oops. This. And doesn't this look cool? These little color swaps of Optimus and Nemesis? Pretty neat. Especially the Optimus. It reminds me of the Galaxy Force Optimus Prime, and by that I mean the Galaxy Force repaint of the American version of that figure that is Cybertron Optimus and not the actual Galaxy Force Optimus Prime. That is just the Japanese release that's still red and blue. You know what I mean. And then Blue Nemesis. This is just interesting. We've never seen this type of design before. I kind of wish... It makes me wish these weren't Decepticon symbols, that he had no logos here, so I could pretend this is just Optimus in a black shirt, but no, he's got Decepticon logos. So he has to be Nemesis. But yeah, light him up again, just for the heck of it. And yeah, now I have definitely been rambling on enough. So, thank you all for watching, and see you guys around. Hello everyone, this is Knockout, hoping you enjoyed that video, and I'd like to say that if you want to see more videos as wonderful as my paint job, that this channel is the place to be. So consider subscribing, and that way you can be part of the winning team.